20 to 40 lakh rupees. Where should I invest in property in and around NCR? Is the question I get most often when I meet friends and family. Add to that the 200 and more questions which we get by email, and again that's something which does come about almost every week. And we know it's time to look at some of the hot property markets beyond the National Capital Region. So we've got you this discussion and debate just to focus on that with experts who are present in this market, independent views, all of it put together, backed with PropEquity data. Let me introduce the panel today. Shashank M Jai, Chief Operating Officer at Ansal Properties and Infrastructure. Rohan Sharma, Senior Manager, Research and Real Estate Intelligence Service, Jones Lang LaSalle. Vishal Gupta, Managing Director, Ashiana Housing. Samir Jasuja, Founder and CEO of PropEquity, and we'll soon also be joined by Harbinder Singh, AVP Marketing at Eldeco Infrastructure and Properties. So let's tell you what are the properties or the markets that we are going to discuss today. Let's start with the price rise of these markets in the calendar years that we have full data for. We're talking about 2011 and 2012. Market which has done the best. Lucknow, 16.8% appreciation. Sonepat, 11.5%. Big drop, but still good double-digit number. Jaipur, 8.4%. Mohali, 7.5%. And Bhiwadi, 6.8%. Let's also look at the new launches figure in these two calendar years on what went on in these markets. No surprises with Lucknow showing such a robust increase in prices that there are, of course, developers making a beeline for this city. You've got new project launches going up from 13 to 23. Sonepat, there's been a big drop. The only two new launches in the year 2012. That speaks volumes about that market. Jaipur, drop, but still a large number. That's 40. Mohali dropped to 18 from 34. Bhiwadi, there's been an increase from 12 to 16. We're going to try and get Samir, of course, to correlate this data for us. But let's start with a little bit of stage setting for Bhiwadi because we're going to start with that market. It is a market which we get lots and lots of questions on. Gateway to Rajasthan, Bhiwadi is today opening doors to a new phase of growth. From being a small town on the Haryana-Rajasthan border, it's now emerging as a major industrial town in NCR. It will be developed as one of the smart cities to come up along the Mumbai-Delhi, or I should say Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor. It is called DMIC. This in turn is what fueled a real estate boom in this region. 55 kilometers, that's how far it is from the international airport in Delhi, 40 kilometers from Gurgaon and just 5 kilometers from NH8. Bhiwadi has been earmarked as a priority town in NCR's regional plan of 2021, and the part of Bhiwadi Thapukara Kurukshetra industrial complex with over 2,500 industries is in the plan. It was slated to emerge as an auto hub as well. Honda is already there. Others are likely to follow. We don't know the numbers yet. Bhiwadi's lifeline, the Alva Bypass Road, is seeing the maximum real estate action here. Most of the housing here caters to the middle income category in the 25 to 45 lakh rupees. And of course, price rise we've already mentioned. But if you look at just the last quarter of 2013 financial year and compare it to financial 2012, we're talking about January, March. Actually, Bhiwadi seems to have got a lot more traction on its price increase. It's 14%, almost double of what we saw on the annual numbers. So over to Samir first. On the data of Bhiwadi, Samir, is it a market where you're beginning to see a lot of traction suddenly?
Well, as you know, Bhiwadi is a very affordable market. Most of the traction is coming in from end users, mostly because of those 2,500 industrial units out there. The weighted average price has gone up for the overall city by 6.8%, but if you look at the Alvar Bypass Road, it's gone up by 27%. So as I've been mentioning all along, that the time in all micro markets has come, or all cities has come, where you have to really be doing cherry picking, going and understanding the micro market, and then going and making that wise decision to buy a property if you're looking from an appreciation point of view. Having said that, I do also feel that Bhiwadi is a market will continue to remain an affordable market.
Okay.
So if you start seeing significant price appreciations, absorption will start to drop.
It will.
It will start to drop because
beyond 40
you're looking
lakhs,
at
no one's going to go to Bhiwadi.
blue-collar kind of demand coming in. You're not going to see many people buying over 40 to 45 lakh rupee properties over there. Although there is great infrastructure initiatives planned, and I think everything is going for Bhiwadi in terms of even new launches. but I still feel that prices will start to stagnate after a certain price point.
Rohan, DMIC corridor, the cities that are going to grow along this corridor, and Dharuhera is also very close to Bhiwadi, so we could actually club it for this discussion. When you see the price appreciation, you wonder what went wrong with that story. Was it too early? Did the developers make a beeline much earlier than the development actually taking place?
I wouldn't say so. What I would probably say is, well, Gurgaon benefited by being closer to Delhi than probably a Dharuhera or a Bhiwadi.
Okay.
So you have to understand the fact that a city will grow within itself, and then it will go along its boundaries and its peripheries. On the immediate periphery, you have a Gurgaon and a Noida.
Right.
So once the Gurgaon story has to take place, go really bad for a city, for cities like Dharuhera and Bhiwadi.
When you say go bad, Rohan, what do you mean?
No,
it has to become unaffordable?
Yeah, it has to. It has to come to reach that stage. Right? Samir rightly pointed out that it is an end-user-driven market in Bhiwadi. The only reason, why do you not see so much of investor-driven market in Bhiwadi? And that is one of the major reasons why you haven't seen prices move that ahead. They have moved. Yes, he's rightly pointed out in the last 1 year. But they haven't moved ahead as much as you would have probably seen the rises that have happened in Gurgaon.